great pleasure of introducing the beginning of Diversity Week here on the Hilltop. And I believe that this morning's chapel is going to be a very, very special event.
Do justice, love kindness. On August 28, 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood before the Lincoln Memorial and delivered his I Have a Dream speech. He had a dream. On January 19, 2009, that dream has yet to be fulfilled. But we have made progress. This morning we present to you steps toward the dream.
When the importation of slaves in the United States went into effect, the slavery had already become established in the South.
My name is James Robinson. I was born in 1850. I lived as a slave. I worked on a rice plantation in Georgetown, South Carolina, until the end of the Civil War. The coastal Carolina city of Georgetown is often referred to as the African Alabama.
The Civil War caused many deaths, destruction, and economic decline as wars do. Martin Luther King challenged President Lyndon Johnson to end the Vietnam War, and we believe he will deliver the same challenge today, same challenge to the presidents today. Listen to what Dr. King preached at the Riverside Church on April 4th, 1967.
Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. Always avoid violence. If you succumb to the temptation of using violence in your struggle, unborn generations will be the recipients of a long and desolate night of bitterness. And your chief legacy to the future will be an endless reign of meaningless chaos. In your struggle for justice, let your oppressor know that you are not attempting to defeat or humiliate him, or even to pay him back for injustices that he has heaped upon you. Let him know that you are merely seeking justice for him as well as yourself. Let him know that the festering sore of segregation debilitates the white man as well as the Negro.
Martin Luther King was a leader in the civil rights movement. Each step along the way, many people were jailed or died for the cause. On Sunday, September 15, 1963, 4 little girls lost their lives and 22 others were injured when the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama was bombed. Their names are Cynthia Wesley, Denise McNair, Carol Robinson, and Addie Mae Collins. In June 1964, 3 young college students, not much older than we are, James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, and Michael Schweiner, were killed in Mississippi when they were registered as black voters. Events like this may have seemed to be step backwards. They weren't.
Under the leadership of President Lyndon Johnson, the Civil Rights Bill was passed. The heart of the bill is the making of segregation illegal everywhere. On April 3, 1968, Martin Luther King was in Memphis supporting striking sanitation workers. Here's a portion of the sermon he delivered that day.
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it doesn't matter to me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we, as a people, will get to the promised land. And I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
My name is Craig Robinson. I was born in 1963. I'm the son of Fraser Robinson III. You have heard about my family's history, traced back to my great-great-grandfather, a slave of the South Carolina plantation. We have made much progress in this country over the last 159 years. Much of it is due to the man we honor today, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. America is a work in progress. Today we stop to observe and celebrate those towards Dr. King's dream. But we still have much work to do. There is still racism, poverty, many types of prejudice, and violence in our world. It is up to you and me to continue to stand up for justice, wherever we seek injustice. We live free because of the sacrifices of many people. We need to keep taking steps towards the dream. My family has benefited from the steps taken by Dr. King and his supporters. I graduated from Princeton University and the University of Chicago School of Business. I graduated from Princeton, and among other positions I've held in the business world, I was the Vice President of Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. Then I took my career elsewhere and decided to coach basketball. I've coached at Northwestern and the Air Force Academy. I got my first chance to be a head coach at Brown University. Currently, I'm the head coach at Oregon State University. My sister followed me to Princeton, then to Harvard Law School. And, oh yes, my sister, Michelle Robinson Obama, moves into the White House tomorrow.
In the name of justice, carpe diem.